Yo, welcome back. Today we are talking about failure. And before we get started, I'm going to give our inspiration a shout out like I usually do. We're getting a lot of knowledge from The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Give that book a read. I think a quote from that book that properly surmises the content of this video is, "The obstacle is the advantage. The enemy is any perception that prevents us from seeing this truth." So here at Brinth Lab, we try and tie in physical fitness with spiritual lessons and create an ecosystem in which you can lead a happier and healthier life. In that spirit, I want to talk about failure, how it is approached in life and perceived in life, and how it's perceived at the gym. In life, we strive for success. At the gym, we strive for failure, and we try and mitigate that which prevents us from further failing, that being injury. To lead more fulfilling lives, I think we need to take the gym approach to the rest of our life and not strive for success, but strive for failure. And as we do that, we just need to mitigate anything that would prevent us from doing so continuously. Those who train physically really believe that success cannot be strived for. Rather, they believe it is a result of 5 steps. Step 1 is reaching failure, or in other words, pushing yourself so hard that you cannot go on any further. The second step is learning, assessing how your body feels after you've reached failure, checking your form and thinking about how you did, and just an overall awareness of how you think that exercise, set, or rep went. Then once you've learned something or assessed the situation, the third step is to pivot or to change. So either in the next set or next week or next month, you change the number of weights, the number of reps, you change your form to perfect it a little more. And that leads you to the 4th step, which naturally is growing stronger. You've done one thing, improved upon it, and now you're better than you were before. And that leads you to the 5th and final step, which is repeating the process all over again. So in the gym, it's clear that success cannot be strived for. It's a byproduct of this process. If failure is the goal, success will be the outcome. So at the gym, as I think we should in life, we ask ourselves not how we can succeed, but how can we fail safely? One quote that I absolutely love from this book is, "Push a negative hard enough and deep enough, and it will break through to its counterside." Okay, so failure is a good thing. It's ultimately the catalyst of success. But why try to achieve it through physical fitness? Why try and prove this to yourself at the gym? Well, obviously I'm biased, but I would argue that the gym is an amazing and unique atmosphere for 3 reasons. First, and perhaps the most incredible, is input is exactly equal to output. I have this conversation with friends and family all the time. I don't care whether it's in your personal relationships or a business venture or at your job or anything else. There are very few times in life where the effort you put in is exactly equal to the benefit that you get out of it. The gym is one of those places. Secondly, the gym is an environment in which failure feels good. It's actually encouraged and celebrated. Thirdly, it's an environment in which you can relatively easily mitigate the dangers of failure, which, as far as I'm concerned, are simply injury. If you set your ego aside and you make sure that you take the time to learn proper form, failing in the gym is much simpler and easier to wrap your mind around than failing anywhere else in life. Okay, so I get that this makes sense in the gym, right? But if this is actually true, where else does this apply, or where else do people practice this? Well, businesses practice this all the time with something called minimum viable product, or MVP. A minimum viable product is a product development strategy where a new product is developed with the minimum features necessary to satisfy early adopters. The final complete set of features is only designed and developed after considering feedback from the product's initial users. This is cost and time efficient, reduces risk, and immediately generates results that allow you to formulate future decision making. This is a way for businesses to get a product to market quickly and so-called fail cheaply. If the product does well, great, they learn from the feedback and pivot, and if it doesn't, no big deal. Similarly, the gym is a place where you can fail cheaply. It's very low risk. So all in all, failure serves as a litmus test to prove you are pushing yourself hard enough. And it provides feedback that, when learned from, allows you to make an adjustment. Then you can proceed into further growth. Lastly, like everything else here at Brinth Lab, it will help you to find your way. If you are someone that struggles to grasp and apply a concept unless it is proven, I feel like this channel will be for you. It'll be like a science class. An idea will be discussed and then reinforced by a demonstration. Here's how it works. I will present an idea to you, and you will use your body, your strength, and your gusto to demonstrate them to yourself. We can connect, I can coach you, and I look forward to walking this path together. Remember, the easy road often becomes the hard road, and the hard road often becomes the easy road. All right, gang. It's been fun. See you next time. Do not seek success. Seek failure, and success will be the byproduct of that process. Remember the 5 steps. Reach failure. Learn, pivot, grow, repeat. And why physical fitness? Why do this at the gym? Input is exactly equal to output. You get what you give. Failure is encouraged and celebrated. And lastly, you can relatively easily mitigate the danger of failure, which when training is basically limited to physical injury. Good form and patience are simple preventatives.